Evening everyone, how are we doing? Hope we're well. I'm back, how long for we will see. Evening farm life, Harasti, Fast Farming Chris, welcome along. I've got plenty of drink beside me, so I hope we'll be okay for a little while. Might only be a short one tonight, but we'll see how we get on. Nearly didn't happen because Nitrado decided that I'd shut the server down without notifying me, which required a forced restart, which finished about 5 minutes ago. Hey, evening Milton, welcome along. So I'm just going to pick up where I left off on here last time with fertiliser spreading. And we'll go and get the rest of these grass fields done. To start with. Food to go out on here. So those wondering where I've been, I have a chest infection at the moment, which I'll try to battle with. Hence why the lack of streams this week. It's the first day I've actually felt like doing one. It's also the reason you've had a lot of shorter videos this week. Those in my Discord know where I've been. Let's check I'm going to fertilise the right ones. I'm going to do ones which are actually ready. So there's all these four in this corner. Evening Elite, how are we doing? Might only be going till 8 o'clock tonight, it might be as long as I can actually go for. We will see. If I were to jump up and down in a minute, I'd start rattling with the amount of pills inside me, but hopefully need won't come for that. Thanks, Elite. Got another mod review going out tomorrow morning, which I'm afraid is a PC only mod again at the moment. Evening Martin, how are we doing? Mod Hub hasn't exactly overly blessed us this week with mods, unfortunately. Hopefully some of you will find the video I put out just after dinner today as fairly useful. Yeah, feeling better now, Martin. Not brilliant, but better. Two days guys in bed at this time, so we're getting somewhere. I haven't done yet, Milton. I didn't see the words decal change in the change log, so I haven't actually looked at them, to be honest. Evening Brendan, how are we doing? I would guess it won't work. I have a feeling most of the stuff in Farm Sim has a 600-hour lifespan. I'm getting there, Brendan. Without actually checking the XMLs, I have a feeling lifespan something like 600 hours. If I remember right, the simulator made that mistake on his Sandy Bay Revisited series. That's in, well, as I just said, in the XML files. That makes two of us, Brenda, though. I'm now coming through the other side of her. At least you've got your new PC to keep you amused. Oh, well, that's no good. My last one tried that, and I found it better to get rid of her. Yeah, this is early for me, this one, Elite. Thought I was doing well. It's been months and months since I had anything. Don't even know where I got it from. No, I thought you'd enjoy your newfound platform somehow, Brendan. This is probably the most important job on here at the moment, just getting these fields fertilised. He has, Martin. I've never had it, Elite. I refuse to have it. Even with my health problems, I wouldn't have that. Why would I deliberately want to inject myself with this stuff? Evening, GD, how are we doing? Exactly, Elite. Yeah, I'm getting there now, GD, thanks. Said before you come in, it'll probably be a short one tonight, just see how I get on. Gives us a chance to just get the grass fertilised on here. Evening, Julian, how are we doing? I thought you might like that one, Farm Life. You and Probably many other console players will be happy with that vent. Biggest pity with that tractor to me is the engine sounds. I haven't checked the XMLs, but sounds very much like the 700 series ones in game to me. I'm getting better, thanks, Julian. So we might have to move our sheep down into one of these fields shortly, or at least the younger ones. As they seem to be very busy in the last few months. Now, a flock of sheep has now doubled in size. Now the spring is getting here. Oh yes, lambing has commenced in a big way on here. I think we've got 50 or 60 at the moment. So I might find another mod we're going to bring onto here, but I'm not going to say too much until I've spoke to the others. See what they think. But it would fit nicely with the MB tracks. That wouldn't surprise me. The sheep trailers on this game are very much under capacity. No, we're not guessing again. I'm not going through all that again. All will become clear with tomorrow's video, I think, as to what I'm talking about. There's a couple of them around that way, or around this way, farm life. Got them sort of things. There's also a couple of rigid Stewart ones around this way as well. This grass is a bit of a nightmare to put fertiliser on at this growth stage. It appeared earlier today, Milton. It may have been screenshotted. Thought you might have done. I would think we'll probably go put silage on. I'll get silage off this one, Tom, I guess. Refill our clamp. Seems to be where we earn a lot of money during the winter. And welcome along. Fully fertilised after we've done this, Tom. Certainly does, farm life. So this one is a sheep grazing field with seasons, as is the one the other side of the road. It hasn't failed, Farm Life. It's gone to Microsoft and Sony for console testing. I believe from everything that's been said you could be looking 4 to 6 weeks with them. If you're lucky you might see it in October. But I would look for more for November. Yeah. Got to remember that any sort of script mod that goes on console has to be tested by the console manufacturers as well for approval. Which is exactly why you guys had to wait so long for it, because it needs to be right. There's still 1 or 2 bugs in seasons, but it's playable. It would, Farm Life. Evening, Dave. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better than I was earlier in the week, thanks. I did actually work Monday and Tuesday, but Tuesday I really should not have been there. It's not easy to rearrange some of the things I do with some companies, and that's one of them, unfortunately. At least it was only in town. Of all the places I could go, it was in town, so I wouldn't have thought so, Farm Life, but I'm not sure on that because I've never actually checked. I don't tend to use any sort of time mods, Tom. So of course we now have the release date for Farm Sim 20 as well for mobile. as I put in Discord earlier, those with iPhones, if they update to iOS 13, will be able to use PlayStation controllers for it. Not sure if there's an Android equivalent. That's worth knowing, Milton. There's now a second version of the John Deere 6000 series tractors doing the rounds, what I reviewed a couple of days ago. This one has selectable hand and foot throttles, different engine sounds, and moving gear levers on it. So I'm going to have to make a quick tweak to the server mods. Yeah, they don't have every game on their Farm Life, unfortunately. They do have some interesting prices on there though from time to time. And for those who don't have an Epic Games account, if you're on PC, I'd highly recommend you do get one, because you get some good free games on there occasionally. And GD will like this one. Surviving Mars is free currently on there. I know how much he loves that game. Yes, I have Farm Life. If Terry was in chat, you'd ask him about it, because I think he's been playing it and streaming it. Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw it, GD. Typical. That's one of the actual food games I've seen free on there that actually half interested me. Of course, if anyone fancies a more serious game, there's actually a game of chess free on there at the moment. No, that might sound interesting for GD, that one. Drunken Wrestling. No, not going to say it. I have done some drunken wrestling, but this isn't the place for that. Evening, Mystic, how are we doing? Yeah, I think I did see it in there late. So now out of things for a little while, streams and everything. Not been able to sit in front of the PC for more than about half an hour at the most this week so far. So I recorded a 10-min vid Left it rendering and gonna lay down again. You'll get bopped for it, I'm afraid, Elite. This Nightbot is very much awake tonight. If one of the mods want to put in a link to Terriers, they're more than welcome to. Yeah, I know he is, Elite. I thought you might do. I knew he was in there somewhere. Just be careful hanging around his channel too much though, Farm Life. That has strange effects on people's gameplay and style. It's known as the Terrier effect. You start to have more crashes and mishaps in games. I thought I'd done quite well first thing this morning to come up with that one. Must be all the medication I'm on. Really, GD? Are you sure? That's saying Mr. Danny dude in my chat. Elegato, how we doing? I'm not doing too bad now, thanks, Mystic. Ooh, interesting. It does sound like it, Elite. You have to get his good lady to get onto that one for him. So I'm hoping after tonight we might well get back to sort of half normal streaming routine on the channel. Now sort of on the road to recovery. Though where possible I think we may be sticking to mod reviews for videos at the moment. This is Terrier we're talking about, Elite. Mind you, I've got to try and break my motherboard again, so I ain't got much room to talk there. See if I can get my RAM to run at the right speed without crashing the PC. Just find this small bit of top hair we've got left. So any other how-to videos you guys would like to see me do on the channel? That one today was a sort of spur of the moment thing, prompted by something mentioned in another Discord this morning. It's one I've been meaning to do but haven't quite got round to. Now that sort of thing I can't help with, farm life. As much as I'd like to, I can't really help with that. Short of suggesting buying a lottery ticket. That hasn't done me much good. Can't work miracles. Farm life, you have to write a letter to Santa Claus. Tell him what good boy you've been this year. Okay, catch you later, GD. Try and pop in a bit. Evening, Terrier. How are we getting on? There's the man himself, Farm Life. We were just talking about you. Don't know where you're looking, Farm Life. I've had no subs while I've been live. Yeah, I think we'll go for good this time. Farm Life has tried to decide whether to buy himself truck driver or not. I said you'd be a good man to ask on that one. I'd say about 12 days, Nathaniel. Welcome along. That's the same for any game, Mystic, not just truck driver. In and without. How you doing? Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better now, thanks. So any day before today I certainly wouldn't be able to stream at all. You missed Ford and New Holland out, Nathaniel. Can't answer that one honestly. Depends how awake Nightbot is, farm life. Whether I need to go and stick a screwdriver in his circuit boards again. Nightbot was working, but seems to have stopped again. I'm working better in my stream tonight than it was in VF's last night, that's for certain. You might actually have that silage clamp emptied by then, Terrier. Hey Angry Man, how are we doing? It's a long story, Nathaniel, but the word vulture may end up in Nightbot getting a bit upset. Just a little bit. So Nightbot commands are working, but Nightbot moderation is not working. Interesting. Yep, I'll give you Valmont, that's when they knew how to make them. She used to drive an 8100 Valmont. Used to have a 6850 Valmont lift sugar beet for us with the trail Thoricott harvester. Yeah, vultures end up getting swimming lessons on this channel quite often. And you see, you said the other V word again. All of a sudden, Nightbot's just going to kick in and time everyone out who said it. He's done that before. Right, that's the grass fields all done down this end. What you've got to ask yourself, farm life, though, is how many times can you say vulture before one of the mods decides to do it instead? Bear in mind I haven't streamed for, well, since last Friday now. The mods could be a little bit hammer hungry at the moment. No, he's just hungry without. Don't have a hammer involved, he's just hungry. Only I can time out other moderators. Farm life. 2 of them have found it out in the past on here. Yes, Mr. Danny Dude, I think you may need to change your URL. One of the mods who got timed out is mysteriously quiet tonight. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys, if you're enjoying the stream. Yep, you too, Milton. It's Nathan who's quiet tonight. Bit of a trek up to our new field this way. I've been quick to go cross country. Hi Carl, how are you doing? Certainly not what I said in my chat, Terrier. I've been ill, Kyle. Got a chest infection, so I haven't been streaming for nearly a week. Let's get this new field fertilised. You can see where I've been on this one. This spread is a bit of a nightmare really, because it doesn't, the spread pattern doesn't match the width. This is another case of the terrier effect. The virus people got me, Cole, that's for certain. Wasn't Nightbot who caught you out doing that though, Farm Life? Let's see if we got any spreading contracts to do up this corner while we're up here. Can't remember who it was. I know it wasn't Nightbot though. Just starting our second year without. Been doing a few Dusty Cove streams in the meantime, but I haven't been streaming since last Friday due to illness, so we're a bit further behind than we would be normally. And we nearly lost the server as well because I hadn't realised I hadn't renewed the server, shall we say. It's all paid up now this afternoon. So I noticed one or two people inside the various discords that us guys shouldn't be using third-party mod sites. Now, if we didn't use third-party ones, look at the quality of some of these mods we use and what we wouldn't have. The 8.4 John Deere wouldn't be on here. Some of these spreaders wouldn't be on here. The Lemken cultivator wouldn't be on here. The New Holland combines wouldn't have been on here we're using to start with. Unfortunately, we've got to use the third-party ones because there's some really decent mods on them what aren't on the mod hub. So whilst it'd be nice to stick the in-game one, yeah, buy a gaming PC, Farm Life. You'll have to test them on the PC version. Exactly, Milton. I don't know where some people get their ideas from with that one, but the John Deere 6000 series. This one's actually a PC player without who thinks all the big channels shouldn't use third-party sites. It says that all the big channels are refusing to use it, so I don't know where he got that idea from. Because last I knew, a lot of the big channels are using forbidden mods. Apart from one. Forbidden mods, yes mods. It's someone who we don't see in many streams anyway. Certainly not in mine. What were you thinking of doing as mods though, Farm Life? Because you're going to have to use Blender or something like that to make them. And whilst I can test for many things, well, can't test for everything. Yeah, I'm not going to name who it is without, but you'll have seen him about. He removed himself from my Discord a long while ago. Yes, we know some third-party sites do silly things. One in particular is worse than the others. And it's not the one that shares the name with the in-game hub. If Giants weren't so picky, you may be more in luck with actually getting more mods on the mod hub. But with how picky they're being at times, the third party mod site's only going to do better out of it. Forbidden Mods is my go-to one. Stop that for a second. Just realised while I was getting so warm, the radiator's on full belt in here. And patience without, don't forget patience. You'll need patience with Giant's editor. Lost count how many times Nathan lost his updates to Metagroove the first time round. Ah, speak to the devil. Evening Nathan, how are we doing? Yeah, that's free. Yeah, Blend I haven't got on too well with so far. I'm getting very good at making cubes, that's about it. I'm getting there, Nathan. Reports of my demise have been overly exaggerated. Uh-oh, bromance is back. You've got to have the PC game if you want to run Giant's Editor, because you'll need to test things yourself. It's no good making adjustments and expecting someone else to do all the testing for you, because you'll need to be able to do things quickly at times. Well, that's handy. How on earth have we got baling contracts in first day of spring? Fields 44 and 45. It can't even be big enough to cut yet. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking without. Because they certainly ain't going to be cut at that growth stage. That milk has some fairly hot stuff on Welk, isn't it, Nathan? Alright, we're going to take one contract anyway. As we're right next to the field, we might as well have a bit of money up here. Looks like you've been making some good progress with the Metagrove update over the past few days. What you've been posting? A few people have certainly posted some interesting suggestions for you. Okay, catch you later, Terrier. Already taking mine tonight. Hey Jamie, I'm not too bad, thanks. How you doing? See what I mean, Farm Life, about patience with Giants Editor? That's done that with me before as well, Nathan. I've actually saved it but it hasn't saved, despite saying it has. And I've done some changes in there. I've gone back in and the stuff I changed is missing. There's no telling on that one, Farm Life. Yeah, that's exactly the problem I've had in the past. I think that's when I was modifying this map one day. Saved it, went back into it again after it closed and everything I'd done was missing. It's back to how it was before. Hey, it's got the words Giants in the title. Evening 1174, how are we doing? Oh, Milton's crept in over on Twitch now, has he? I think I've missed anyone else over there. Have I apologise? Trying to watch. Don't get me started on Word at the moment. Can't you try to fleece me out of more money to renew? I'm not surprised then. This is the first I've streamed this week anyway, so you won't miss much. First I've actually felt human enough to do it. I don't think we'll be going too much longer tonight. That field I fertilised a moment ago will be going maize. So I think that's what we decided the other night, wasn't it, Milton, when we were talking? Put that one into forage maize. Yeah, that's too long a day, 1174. Mind you, my day yesterday was a good long one. Waiting for that, Nathan. You just lost it now, Milton. Nathan's in here. You're too late. I was awake from about 2 AM yesterday morning till 11 o'clock last night. Gotta love medication. You'll be up to the 100 soon then. Oh, that's just too much driving. 1174, far too much. Be careful you don't have an accident doing them sort of hours and driving like that. That's stay out distance. I won't drive any more than an hour and a half on a work day or thereabouts without staying out. They're my rules. If that's a 2-day course. Single day, no problem, but 2-day course, no, stay out. Ain't worth it. Right, well, that's that one done. Let's get rid of them too. Get this back to the yard. Or the pig farm, I should say. So got another field to fertilise up this way yet. I say this one on the left is coming to forage maize. And that will be carted down to the BGA clamp when we do it. And oh boy, we're going to have a treat in store for you with maize harvest. Yeah, I should be about tomorrow night, I think, farm life all being well. Got to cart myself out at some point tomorrow to pop into the council offices. Okay, catch you later. Oh, for those who want to know about map testing, I think Nathan knows what I'm now going to point out. Explain to me how this passed a map tester's eyes. One slightly floating gatepost. I have a certain tenancy agreement to sign again tomorrow, Milton. A second one. Well, I did, Nathan. I'm not going to point too much out though, because we both know how much more there is on here. What was missed. No, it's not as bad as the one I done the live one on the other night, last week. Oh, you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it, Nathan, when you give us Metagroove. Yeah, I'm getting better, thanks to M74. About the limits what I can sensibly do tonight now, I think, but just get this washed down. Damned I see. Oh, we'll be gentle, Nathan, we promise. Can't be as bad as the first time though. At least you know the map isn't going to crash as soon as that's loaded in or anything. We promise to be gentle with it. Yeah, well, I heard about the first one. I wasn't actually on board then, was I? I did hear bits of it from a couple of people. But you've got a really good testing team who'll look after it, so You ain't got anything to worry about there, have you? I never did hear the full story, Nathan, so I knew there's something, what was quick fix, what was the problem, but I've got to do it, Nathan, I think. If you want to know about good map testers, you know what we're looking at on Welkers? Sort of, that sort of thing. There's a couple of them around the top here. Okay, cash light 1174. Just something, silly little things like that what get missed when people are looking up. So you have to look hard for them when we were walking around here that night. We just walked along the bottom here and looked up. Saw the base of a tree like that. Little minor things what can sort of add up when you're doing things. The Welkers certainly didn't. Not when I found 26 of them on there. I think that's where I'm going to be finishing for tonight, because I'm starting to struggle a bit now, shall we say. So originally going to go till about 8 o'clock anyway. I'm starting to run a bit on out of voice here a little bit. So I will be back tomorrow night, all being well. I'll pop a link into chat for this afternoon's how-to video. Yeah, exactly, Nathan. I know some of the things I found on there for you, the small floating posts which show you millimetres above the ground, that sort of thing. Makes a huge difference. That's why you've got your good team of testers. So I will see you all again tomorrow night. Check out this afternoon's video and this morning's one as well if you like. But for now I'll say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this stream. If you want to continually farm sim tonight, head over to GD's channel. So I believe he's live on YouTube with the charity one. But for now I will say I'll see you all later. Goodbye for now.